Yo, what's going on? What's going on, good
What's
people?
happening, good people?
Yo, what's
What
going
up,
on?
Jay? What up, D?
What's going on? Tay White, where you at?
I see your black screen.
Hold on, you know what we got to do first while everybody getting in.
Yes, sir.
Let me see what my boy Tay White got. When he jump back in, I'll bring him back in. Hey, how y'all fellas feeling this morning, man? I mean, this afternoon. I mean, this evening.
You got the
I don't
question
know
up,
that.
brother.
I do. My fault. Uh,
But we good
let
with
me
with
let,
that.
let me go ahead and share. Let me make this live real quick because
That's
I'm
what I'm
not.
doing. First 5 minutes we sharing.
Man, what's
I'm
going on?
doing my shares. Hey, bro, sharing in the bro code chat so I can take it from there.
All right, hold up. There go Jo speaks 2 times. I don't know what he got going. Oh, there you go, Jim. There, you back.
Okay, 1 second.
There
Say
it
what? What
is.
up, Jay? What up, Jay? Let's see.
All
Edit my
right.
Yeah,
Hey,
trying to get my.
hold on. I'm getting right. Let me see.
make yours public, bro.
I just did it.
All right.
Now it's
Boom.
public, so we can start to do our thing. Hey, I appreciate everybody that's tapping in. What we doing right now? We sharing. If y'all can do the same thing, just share with us so we can grow. And then my boy Tay White, he back in the building. What up, Tay White?
Yes, sir, man. Y'all know I had to share that thing, man. I was sharing that thing, that type of good stuff, man. Telling my
Yeah,
people
for sure, for
tune
sure.
in.
Hey, we appreciate those shares. We appreciate that.
Here we go. Here we go. How we do this? Reply more and
Don't nobody need to call my phone.
forward.
Yeah, that what I'm on. Don't call my phone right
Forward. Send. I'm just getting my share on. I'm getting my
now. Yeah, that's
share
what I'm
on.
doing. I'm doing the same thing. And if
Send.
everybody you're tuning in, I appreciate you. Just allow us a brief moment. We got a lot to talk about on the season finale of the Bro Code. You see your boy Colonel. I came with my little, Florida bop. Yo, let me see. I'm getting everybody in the vibe right now. Hey, bro, I'm sorry. I just sent it to you. I want you to make sure you're watching. I want to make sure you're watching. All right. We got a lot to talk about tonight, man.
Yeah, good show. Try to get this last show. Make it a good one. Make it
Yeah,
a good talkative. Got some good topics.
because we going to be gone for 2 weeks. Hey, what y'all going to do for 2 weeks when y'all don't see the kid? When y'all don't see, J.O. speaks. He look like he back. J.O., you smooth it out? I don't think we can hear you, Jay.
Put your mic on, brother. Hey, if y'all
Can
can
you hear me
share the
now?
same way we share the first
I
five
hear you.
minutes. If y'all
I
can
hear you,
share,
bro.
go
Yeah,
ahead
I
and
know,
share
I'm
it.
teaching.
Like we say, if you don't share it, we can't grow.
We
We
can't
trying to
grow. We
grow.
trying to grow, man.
You can
We
really
just
Y'all
we
put
want
my
to
just
see
light
little
on
us
too.
too,
we
right?
little
Put my
seedlings.
light
We're
off. Let me see what it
seedlings
look like.
Y'all want to
trying
see
to
us
sprout.
too, man. Play with us, man. Come on now. All right. Let me see. Got a lot of shares here, and there.
No, you
Do,
can
do,
cut the
do, do.
spotlights on.
All right, I think I got mine out the way.
I'm gonna
Let's
be
see.
I'm gonna be sharing throughout the show.
Yeah, that's what I try to do too.
Throw me a lighter,
What I try
baby.
to do.
All right. Well, I'm sending it to people that I haven't shared with in a long time. Hi guys. I'm glad y'all tapping in.
Yes, sir. Keep keep it up. Keep it up. All right.
Hey, what y'all boys had going on for today, man?
You know what I was doing?
Hey,
Y'all
now what
seen
you
me
got
earlier. I
going?
was just
Man, I
getting
need
my,
to go
my
share some
homework
more.
done. I told these gentlemen earlier I had to do homework, not to be confused with homework like from school, but actual work on the home. So that's what I was
That was
doing.
improvement.
Um, that's it. That's try to keep a little bit busy. Get
My
the house
my,
looking right.
my girl Miss Rebellion said she in Facebook jail, man. Free my girl Miss Rebellion.
Well, what happened?
I don't
What she,
know. My
what
boo
she
said
done
she
did?
in Facebook jail. She said she
What
locked down. She
what
said
did
she
she do? What did she do?
No, that one from the ads.
Not the Facebook jail.
All right. So, dang, she in favor of jail. Dang. All right, we're gonna have a few guests tapping in on our convo, but this is episode 6, the last
Brought
one
brought to
of
you by
who's our sponsor tonight? Sprite. Sprite. Okay, we Sprited tonight. But like I said, we can't go nowhere unless you give us a share, because this one is gonna be one for the record books. Hold on, let me get back to my position here. Turn this down. Let me go ahead and tap in to see. Hey, Casey Mother, what's up, boo? I'm glad you here.
what
She
up,
said,
what
"Hey,
up?
everybody. Hey,
What's up? What's up?
What's
hey,
happening? This
who's
my bro
this?
right here,
Okay, big.
Preston.
I'm glad
EA.
you in the building. Appreciate you being here. Ooh, let's see. Hey, man, I feel like we can go ahead and get ready to start rock and roll.
Yeah, let's do it.
Hey, let's do this. Hey, so with me tonight on the season finale, guess who's first? But before we go there, I gotta let y'all know something. Everybody that's tapping in, we going on a 2-week break on the Bro Code season finale. We gonna regroup and come to you with some new hot entertainment topics, new everything for season 2. But before we get to season 2, we got a new show alert. And the new show that we're gonna be dropping is gonna be airing on Thursdays, and it's a new show that we're gonna be hitting all the trending topics, all the current events, all the events in the hood, all of Lil Boosie and Lil Nas X, the baby situation, Shakara, the trap girl. We're gonna be speaking on all that, and it's called Trending, and it's gonna be with me and Tay White. It's gonna be Thursday. It's an adult show, so don't come in there thinking you're gonna get some it's an adult show. So adults do adult things. But I hope y'all can tune in. We're gonna be going live, talking about everything you really want to talk about, and we ain't pulling no punches. We might even have an independent video of the week that we're gonna break down and dissect on Trending as well. So stay tuned for that.
Yes, sir. Look for that. Look for that for sure.
And now that's out of the way. You know what time it is? On the back burner with your
What's
boy,
cooking? What you got cooking, D?
E. Dallas. Now, hey, this right here this might have y'all boys feeling some type of way. But I just needed to know. I really wanted to ask this question to you gentlemen to get a real feedback and y'all opinion. Okay, every one of us is in a relationship, right?
Right.
And we talked about traditional and modern type women and traditional and modern type relationships and traditional and modern type men. We've been carrying on for the last 5 episodes about vice versa. So I figure it's only right for me to go and ask this question that everybody wants to know. Do you require your woman to be submissive in your relationship? And what is a submissive woman to you? Do you require your woman to be submissive in your relationship? And what is a submissive woman to you? Before we jump off, I'm gonna go ahead and acknowledge the folks that's in the crowd that came in Kid Flavor with us. Hey, Miss Charisma. Hey, good evening. How you doing, boo? I'm glad you tuned in. You see, we kicking it off like this here. Hey, Leland, what's going on, big dog? I appreciate you tapping in. We need your feedback today. And you see how we jumping off the first question.
Yeah.
Facebook user, what's good? I appreciate you
Hit the
tapping in.
link. Hit the link.
Please hit the link so we can know who we speaking with. So, hey, we back to it, though. We back on the back burner. Let me read the question again. Do you require your woman to be submissive in your relationship? And what is a submissive woman to you? Anybody want to volunteer to start this?
I'm gonna
Ooh.
hold on that one. I'm gonna hold on that one.
Ah.
I'm gonna hold on that. Would you?
It's different submissives. You could want her to be submissive to, like you say, everything you say, like do this, do that, or like you say, it's submissive where, like you say, she could be submissive to you in the spots in the road that you want her to, and she knows she should be.
Mm. So you saying that it's times that you can pick and choose. Your girl should be able to pick and choose when to be submissive and when not to be submissive.
Not even that, like you say. I'm saying, like you say, like somebody could come on here and say, "Yeah, I want my girl submissive," saying like When I
Mhm.
say that, like when I say do this, that mean do that. When I say we ain't doing that, don't do that. When I say this and that, don't do that. And well, like you say, another man can say he want his woman submissive of saying like, yeah, baby, you should cook dinner. That's what you should do. You should rub my back submissive. Like I ain't tripping on you saying you want to do this and that, but I feel you should be submissive when I feel it's a strong disagreement or something. Like you say, like I feel it's levels to it.
Mm. Okay. What you feel, Jay?
Um,
Explain to me what a submissive woman is to you.
that's what I was gonna see if you wanted to define your level of submission. I mean, you threw the question out.
Oh no,
So you
that's the
saying
question. I want to
so
know
you
what
saying every
your definition of submissive woman. What is a submissive woman to you?
I get a whole new question.
Nah, that's the question. Look what it say. What is a submissive woman to you?
Oh, okay, I didn't see that part. I
Oh
thought you asked what you wanted.
yeah. Everybody want to skate around the question. Don't skate. It's right there in front of you. Do you require your woman to be submissive in your relationship? Question mark. What is a submissive woman to you? Fire extinguisher. Because I knew it was gonna be hot.
Fire extinguisher.
Yeah. So what y'all feel is a let's answer the easier question first. What do you think is a submissive woman to you, in your opinion? So that's no right or wrong. It's just like, what do you feel a submissive woman is? I'll
I
start. If you want me to, I'll start.
can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you good, bro.
I think it's levels to that because you don't want somebody that's like totally submissive because
That's weak.
because then it seems like it'll be weak, like doing everything you say at your every beck and call. Don't
And I'm a dog
I
you.
want to say
I'm a dog you how to do that.
talk up, or nothing. Just being like legit, just submissive. That's I don't know, maybe too much, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So you don't want somebody that's like that, but somebody that's willing to do what you ask or willing to do for you. I think, like I said, it's levels because you can be totally submissive, and then, like you said, that person's gonna probably 9 times out of 10 get
Yeah,
dogged
ate up.
out,
Yeah, for sure.
you know.
For sure.
And then you can be like not submissive. I don't want to say not submissive at all, but there's a 1 and then there's a 10.
Yeah.
You probably don't want like a 1, and you probably don't want like a 9.
Mm-hmm.
You probably want like a 5, 6, somewhere around that range, that where they're willing to do what you ask of them and allow you to do what you ask for them. Um, yeah, but I wouldn't require. To me, I think a person should do what they feel, what you allow. I guess you allow them to do.
That's the kind of, to me, if I tell my wife I'll allow you to do something, that's gonna be a problem. So I'm not
Right,
allowing you to do anything.
right,
I want you to be
right.
you. I don't, and I'm sorry for jumping in. I don't, in my
No,
relationship,
no, yeah,
I don't want a submissive woman at all. I don't want to tell you what to do and how to do it. And when, I want you. I fell in love with you, your mind, how you function, how you move. I want to join that and add to that. A
right,
submissive woman to me is a woman that allows me to lead when it's my time to lead.
right.
Because sometimes it's her time to lead. It's not. It's my time to play the background role, and I'm fine with that. I'm comfortable with that in my manhood.
Absolutely.
This is like a traditional versus modern. This is how we was brought up. Your woman should do this, be in the kitchen, blah da 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 da.
Hmm.
That ain't how my house ran. That ain't. I don't want my wife to do that. I don't want her to be. I don't want no woman
Right.
that I deal with to feel like she has to be in the kitchen. You have to listen to my every. Because guess what? Sometimes I'm wrong as hell. And if you submissive, we both wrong.
Right.
No,
Right.
I don't want that. It's not required in my relationship. It's never been required in the 22 years. Uh, Yeah, I can't vibe with a submissive woman, and I know a bunch of my partners that be like, "Well, no, she got to do what I say. This is my way. I pay the bills." Woo, woo, woo. But I just that ain't my
So let
salt.
me jump. All right, I'm gonna jump in. I wanted to see where y'all was going because, of course, my household is definitely ran on the basis of the Bible. So when I hear the word submissive, it automatically take me to Scripture, and Scripture tells for the woman to be submitted to the man as the man is submitted to Christ. So
Mm-hmm.
there's a hierarchy in a sense, and so just like as a man you submitted to Christ and to love the woman like Christ loved the church and a sacrificial type love. So I would say, yes, there has to be some level of submission in a relationship for it to function. Case in point, Christ required it of us as the men of our house. If we go lead,
All y'all
if we go
Christians
lead,
talking about y'all don't want no submissive. You don't want your lady submissive. When you say, "Oh, I had a long day at work and Shawty don't ask you how you been or give you no love," you want her to be submissive. You want her to be submissive to you from your bad day at work. You
Now
want her to.
but
that
that's
ain't
not really submissive.
being
That's just like understanding, though.
yeah, that's being nurturing. Submissive
Yeah,
is you doing what I say. I don't want no girl that's gonna do everything I say. That I've never been that
That
type.
is, you telling her I want you to whoop the whoop. Shawty might not be into that.
I'm not if I say I
I
had a
might
bad
not
day
be
at work.
into you into catering to you every day or like just rubbing you because you had a whoop the whoop. But if you telling me you want that, you being submissive. That's what you want me to do.
I don't require that. I
Ah,
don't require
that's a,
my wife to do that.
I would define submission as to like
that
support
that's
the
not
mission.
submission. Yeah.
I think submission is supporting the mission. And if you look at it in that regard, it's not a negative. I think it's become so negative to where it's almost sounding like servant and
Yeah,
servitude and
exactly.
slavery
That's
and
not it.
bondage. And I don't view submission like that, because if I did, then me following Christ in submission to Christ would look like slavery. And to me, it doesn't. You know what I'm saying? It almost looks like a jointship, like let us do this together. Like I'm gonna empower you to be great. I'm gonna empower you to be a great father. I'm gonna empower you to be a leader. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like in order for Christ to work through me, I now got to be submitted. There's certain things that I can't bring into the table. So bringing that into the household, I feel like there has to be some type of order.
Mhm.
In the Bible, they do call it submissive, but I don't think it's in the idea or the aspect that people take it to the extreme. You see what I'm
And that's
saying?
and that's where I wanted to and that's where nephew's coming in at the submissive part, and that's where the line kind of fades for me, and that's why I really wanted to bring this up because when I was a young dude, I felt this same way. Like, shout I just did all this work. I come home to cater to me, and then I had to learn
but that
what actually catering, being submissive, and giving a damn. If you
but that's not
care, show me love. If I'm down, that's not submissive. That's just loving me.
right.
Go ahead.
That's what I was going to say. That's not being submissive. Submissive is um to give in to somebody who is trying to be a superior or try to hold a authority over a certain person. So if you're submissive to your partner or your partner is making you be submissive, that means that you have authority over your partner. And yeah, and this house is not that, and a, a lot of houses is not going to be it's
That
not
way.
going to be
Yeah.
like I don't have I barely have authority over my kids. I'm definitely not going to have authority over my wife, um vice versa. Ain't nobody going to have no authority over me. um so that submissive is in a superior and authority type to give into that.
And
That other way.
all four of us got different opinion of what submissive is. John coming from the scripture, you coming from me, and you coming from the worldly way, and Tay coming from a younger perspective. So all of us got different views on what submission is.
If
I'm
I
thinking
tell my
submission
At
as in
home.
I got a
the
question.
definition of the word. The
Yeah.
definition of the word submissive is to yield to a superior authority,
Mm.
to give in and to yield to a person superior authority. That's what the definition, like the definition of submissive is, of
Yeah.
submission or submissive.
Hey, what's your question, Phil?
if I told my partner, if you can't love me this type of way, I don't want to be with you. I can't be here. Is that being submissive?
You said if
No,
you
I'm
go ahead.
what's being submissive if she says, "Okay, I got
I'm
you,"
gonna
and then you
try.
say, "I'm gonna try." But if you do that regularly and she concedes regularly or submits regularly, yes, that's being submissive, because then now you're trying to hold an authority
Yeah,
over your partner. You
yeah,
know,
that's being yeah.
And to me, that's not love, though. I mean, somebody that's just yes, yes,
That's
yes. I
dictatorship.
got you. I
right?
got you. To me, that's not a relationship because I'm gonna feel like, what if I'm not around? Somebody else tell you to do, and you just go without thinking. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like relate. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean,
Right.
I don't know nobody that would want something like that for a
I don't.
wife. You know what I'm saying? We
Yes.
talking about building because you can't build like that. You know what I'm saying? Like just as well as we
Oh,
kings,
no,
you
no,
want your
no.
queen to be able to run your
Y'all don't
kingdom
feel y'all
in
be
the event
You
you
submissive
not there.
absolutely,
sometimes? Like
you
to
What
y'all
that was
absolutely
a
can
good
wife?
build
question.
like that.
Y'all heard what he
You
said? You
absolutely
heard
can
what
build.
Few said? That was a good question. Say it
Y'all
What he
again.
don't
say?
feel y'all be submissive sometimes to y'all wives?
Absolutely. We have to.
I believe it go both ways.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can't just have we can't just the lady got to be submissive, and that's what I was trying to see if y'all just felt like it
And
was
that's
just
why I said if you break the word down to mean like to sub, to assist the mission, to where therefore y'all both got a goal. So we not it ain't just no take finances. I think that's a good one. That we trying to say to get a house. And submissive is like, yo, we not buying, we not getting no shoes, we not getting no clothes. And we both own each other. I might slip and be like, yo, I'm about to get this shirt, like we trying to get the house. I'm about to submit to that. But I feel like it's for a greater cause. So now it's a submission. We
Right.
both coming together for this one goal that we're trying to say, yo, this is what we're trying to do. So we submitted to each other, but for each other is for the sake of one goal. You see what I'm saying? So I
Right.
feel like when you use, I think we have abused the word submissive so much to where it do have a negative connotation to it. And I
yeah,
think that was the hesitation that everybody felt when the word just jumped out
yep.
because it's like, yo, because everybody, like even four of us, we all got our own definitions of it. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And we've all seen it go bad in extremes. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
But I feel like we can't throw the whole word out. I feel like we got to really understand what this word
What
is
the word
doing.
is? Yeah,
And that's why I say if you just kind of poeticize it and make it more of a to support the mission, that means that the two now we focus on one thing. So I'm submitted to you as a fact if we're in a monogamous, I mean just we're in a relationship. It's just us. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing else. So some things you do want your wife just submitted to you too. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want just totally you have no authority. No, when we took this vow, we took a whole bunch of rules. You know what I'm saying? Till
sure.
death do us part, to love. You know what I'm saying? So that was a whole lot that we had to submit to. That we had to say I do too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
so we both entered into this agreement. And so we got to uphold our bargain, just like we submitted to a clock when we go to work. We can't say, nah, I ain't coming in at 8. You ain't got
Right.
to come in, but guess what? You ain't got no job,
Did it
bro.
all the time. You did it all the
Hey,
time.
hey, I'm gonna spin through the comments real quick. Nah, I don't want a submissive woman. Speak your mind and be who you are. This is not a dictatorship. It's a relationship. A submissive woman to me is a bow down chick. Do whatever I say or else. Submissive is obedient and conform to the will of authority. So why does a woman have to be submissive in a relationship? There's roles we both play. And I definitely agree. I don't want to feel like a dictator to my girl because it don't let her grow as a person because I'm smothering all she is. You know what I'm saying? So that's why
Mm,
I have a problem with having my woman be fully submissive to me. Because like I say, sometimes I veer off track. I can't. I don't want you to be submissive, and you are in tow with me, and I'm drowning both of us. If you see me about to,
Right.
I want you to bring me
Right.
back. That's what we.
Checks
That's what
and
we
balance. Checks and
yeah,
balance. Yep.
for sure. For sure. Submission is earned. Submission is earned. Mm,
Well, what he's talking about, I can agree with that.
that's why I'm
I can agree
saying
with
like
that.
it's two different. Like I don't know, it's more than two
It's so
different
many
types. Like it's
definitions.
levels to this
And the
thing.
way
Right.
and the way they wrote it like the way I said it, to
don't
submission
call my phone on the
to
show.
support the mission.
Don't call my phone on the show. Don't call
Oh
my.
God, don't call my fucking
Stop call. Y'all
phone.
see me on the
If you
phone.
want
Y'all
me,
see me here.
tune in.
Hey,
If my partner got shot, comment on the on the
Yeah,
podcast and say mine just got popped.
Boy, your boy just got shot.
For
Then I get
real.
off.
Don't call my phone, man.
Hey, but let me get back in the comments, guys. Hey, D, baby D,
Yeah.
what's up, D dog? Hey,
What up, Tree?
hey, he said, so this was a good one, guys. I say this because it's like asking the question you all asked a few weeks ago, referring back to who's the boss in the household, and that was a Tay's question: who runs the household? And we went back and forth on that one too. We was like, this person should
because
run
it depends on the situation, yo.
It does. Hey, what's up, Lami? This is my girl. I love her information. I love she keep it funky. I should want to be submissive to you. I should have decided to be a man that I have confidence in their abilities that can lead. And he should have chosen a woman who can add to our vision and direction. It's selfless on both ends.
And that's why I say it's a mission. And I think that's what I'm hearing. Like if we building something, we working towards something, to me, that's easier to submit to in a sense. It like gives a guideline to where we both got something that's gonna keep us in check. You know what I'm saying? So it's a standard. I don't know. That's why I feel like the Bible is key in my household, because in the event I feel like she right, or she feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like we go to the word, and that when we both got to submit to God. So I know a lot of households not ran like that, but to me, it puts things in checks and balances. And I think it takes the pressure off a lot to where we're not just leading ourselves, we training up our children in the way they should go as well. So we even leading by example. So it's certain things we need to set in place, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not just about what they hear, it's about what they see as well.
For sure. I agree with it. But like I said, I can't sit here and tell you that my house is ran bing, 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 bing by the Bible. I can't say that. But with the submissive part, this is where with the Bible where I was a little confused. They're like, oh, submissive. Oh, the woman got to be submissive to the man. I was like, damn, I don't want no servant. I don't want.
But they don't miss it. But they always skip over the part that the man got to be submitted to Christ.
See, and that's the part we gotta break down.
So,
but
so the woman just can't be submitted to any. I mean, they can do what they want to, but biblically speaking,
if I'm submitted to Christ and my woman is saying she's following me, so that means she got to do everything I tell her to do.
No, she ain't got to.
But according to the word, if I'm in Christ, does my wife have to be submissive to everything I say? That's where I find the break.
I think that's when the word that's when y'all have to come together, and I mean, there could be no one word like do this. It ain't gonna be no dictatorship. It's definitely a process, as you say. I think that's what people say is levels to it. There's gonna be some conversations. There may be some pushback. You know what I'm saying? We've all experienced that in our relationship, and sometimes you got to stand firm. Then we're not saying they're not gonna have a backbone, they're not gonna have a word to say, but if you feel like this is what's right for my house, you know what I'm saying, and this is what I feel strongly about, for me, I stand on it. You know what I'm saying? I bring the word in, we talk about it, you know what I'm saying? And to that regard, I don't do that on everything. What color should the wall be? What color shirt should the kids wear for the picture?
The wall should be red.
Yeah, stuff like that. Silly stuff to me is whatever. But I think when it comes down to like principles and foundational ethics, I think that's when we really got to make sure we both tight. You know what I'm saying?
That's gonna be on you. What's your principles? What's your foundation in your ethics? That's gonna be on each individual person. Y'all come together to make, like you make your own, and you bring that up together. But initially, someone said earlier that submission is earned.
V.
I think that type of submission, that I don't want to say that type of submission, but like I said, I can agree with that. But when you guys come together, you're gonna build that. You'll build that, and you're not gonna think of it as submission, or I'm
That's
submitting
because we
to.
keep making it negative.
Yeah. Hey, let me spin through these
Right.
comments real quick. If you're a dominant person, you'll seek a submissive person. If you're submissive, you'll seek a dominant person. But if it's not right to try to force someone into submission, it has to come from a willing participant. Nicole, how you
Unless
doing,
it's
Mom?
BJ,
I'm glad you're here. What you say, bro?
unless it's BJJ.
Yeah.
I feel like dominant people like other dominant people. I don't know. They
Yeah.
just
Yeah, how you looking at the glass half empty or half full? That's basically what it is. Mike Ty, what's up, bro?
What up? What up?
I got a few more guys. Facts. I'm not trying to have Shorty hop on one leg and bark like a dog like Prince Hakeem. I don't want that.
coming to America.
I want her to be like, boy, you got me messed up. I'm out. That's what
And
I
she was
want.
barking for 30 years.
Yeah. We are not animals and no one owns anyone. The goal is to be able to understand me and understand you. We are equal. No one has the higher power when there's a wife and a husband. No one has the higher power.
Right. And that's what it is. And I said that. That's the actual definition. Authority over person.
Yep. Where I fall weak, I feel like my husband should strengthen me and vice versa. Quilla, what's up, man? Glad to see you. Matt said, we all have to be submissive at times. It's just some people don't know how to. Leland said, but I feel like that's not submitting. That's being obedient to your goal of buying a house with your spouse. And that's true. You're just being disciplined. That's not being submissive. You're just being disciplined. Submissive is, hey, babe, I want to go do this. No, I don't feel like you should go here. Not tonight.
That sounds controlling though.
That's submissive.
So it's submissive being controlling.
So if you say I don't feel you should go there, that's being submissive.
The definition of obedience.
I feel like that's controlling.
The definition of obedience is submission.
So you're being obedient. You're being controlled. And to be obedient, you have to be controlled.
And which is submission.
Which is submission.
To make somebody submit, you have to have control over them. Submit, you have to have control over them.
When we choke people out, put them in the knee lock, we have control. So you have to do what? I submit. You win.
You win. And it's as easy as that.
That's what I was saying. That's where the line is blurred. That's where the line. I don't want a slave. I don't want to be a slave owner. I want to be a husband with a partner that sometimes she ain't going to do what the hell I want her to do because she got her own damn mind. Her feelings is like, I don't want to deal with this.
What about when she say she don't want you to go? You being submissive.
You gotta be submissive. See, and at that point, as a man,
you gotta be because you a man.
Oh no, you don't. Nah, I never said you have to be submissive. I don't want a submissive woman because I'm not going to be submissive all the time. I can't. None of us here can say we're going to.
I still feel like it's the goal though. Because you're not going after she say don't go. Is you being submitted to the marriage? I don't know. I feel like y'all both started with it. It's levels to it. You know what I'm saying? To me, I feel like there's always something bigger overlined than just the fact of don't go or don't do this. I feel like, especially if we logical people. I ain't talking about just some dictatorship. You know what I'm saying? I don't think nobody on the line right now is that. So I think if we get to the point where we like, nah, we're not doing this, there should be some type of logic behind it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, I don't believe your shorty just gonna be like, bet we're not doing it. Especially she feels strongly about it. She's like, why? Woo, woo, woo. Yeah. I feel like there will be a conversation. Yeah. But at the end of that, there will, you know what I'm saying? If you feel like something was gonna pop off at some spot, you're like, babe, we can't go. But we've been planning to go. We got to stuff. Woo, woo, woo. Like, just hear me out. Woo, woo, woo. I don't know. Is that submissive? If now we don't go because I've now pleaded my case. Does me pleading my case take it out of the realm of submission? It maybe would it when you pleading your case, it go to understanding. I feel like it's going to a dialect of understanding. It's not submission now. I'm telling you my facts and reasons why I don't feel like it's safe for you to go to this function. Not just saying don't go there because I don't want you to go.
And then you saying, yeah, okay, I'm not gonna go, master.
Sir, Hey, let me spin this comment. Hey, Mika, what's up, boo? She said, most people want a challenge. Instead of fighting against it, let the forces come together. People have the tendency of comparing instead of accepting what it is and build from that. With submission comes growth, communication, and love. Dope. Both voices count, and then from there, you break it down to make it work. What's up, bro?
That last sentence that she said, with submission comes growth, communication, and love. And I'll say that just like we said, I'll put that in the sense of BJJ because that's where I damn near learned the word submission, right? You get submitted, what do?
Try to learn how you got submitted.
Learn and you grow from that, and you communicate with the person that just choked your life out of you.
But how you did it again, bro?
Exactly.
Hey, Jasmine said I would totally be submissive to a man who is led by God in the Bible if they were 100% aligned with Christ. If you're led by Christ, I feel like the principle is going to always be right. See, she agreed with you, Jay. Being submissive to each other is key to keeping your relationship happy because being submissive is only agreeing to what your partner is saying. Boom.
But I feel like, ain't nobody, come on, man. Even me coming to Christ, it wasn't just no, all right, Johnson, get saved. I'm like, bet. You know what I'm saying? That wouldn't even be no, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to start living
that
through
ain't even
Christ,
gonna be for real, though. You know what I'm saying? You already know.
God.
Yeah.
You wouldn't, guys, come on. You wouldn't even, if your wife did, you like, man, I want you to go. She's like, all right, bet I ain't going. You ain't even gonna be, you gonna feel like, yo, shorty got something up her sleeve, yo. Like, what's she doing? Is she,
like, what you got going?
Go. Nah, you go now.
You heard nephew? If I go and be 100% committed to Christ and do the thing that you want me to do, and if I go and say, nah, so take that off because I'm committed to Christ, you got to be submissive.
Don't go there. You have to be submissive to me because I'm 100% submissive
committed
to
Christ.
But I believe, again, it go both ways, though. If you got on something and wifey say, yo, take that off, that ain't how we roll.
What you say?
Go both ways, though. The Bible say I need to be submissive to Christ, and
but it's submitted to Christ. So if you're not submitted to Christ, if you out of line, and she call you on it, it's something greater.
I ain't out of line because I'm submitted to Christ 100%. I'm walking.
So what I feel is
ain't nothing to call me off.
Hey, Sherry said being submissive is compromising, and that's basically what it is. You just have to compromise. Being submissive is all about compromise. Shatera said that's not true. Sometimes you just have to be submissive and take turns doing it. That's all.
That's what we doing in relationships.
And that's what I'm saying, y'all. I've been saying it from the beginning. I just think we got such a negative connotation on it. And again, it ain't gonna just be no one sentence done thing. I think that's what we think of when we hear it. But in all actuality, it's always a process. Anything we do, even getting in the military, bro, it was a process. You know what I'm saying? They put me out, but it was a process. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing just happened. Nothing just happened.
Just put you out. There was paperwork and stuff. They had to go through some things.
A couple different things. A couple reductions in ranks and captain's match.
Well, that was levels to this submission.
You was kicking and screaming.
You're gone.
Yeah. And eventually I was like, all right.
You said, okay. I see where
you got it from.
I don't care to know when my partner tells me I'm wrong. I feel it. I'm with it. So yes, but it comes back to the level. Straighten me, speak to me, not at me.
Right.
Lydia said she tapping in. What's up, boo? Danny Clay said, is she telling me the reason on why I shouldn't go and I think it's a good reason, then I'm not going. I'm agreeing to what she's saying. That's not being submissive, and I agree to that. I'm just agreeing. I agree to your compromise.
Nah, I'm submitting because you put it on my mind. If you ain't say that, I was out this morning.
You was gone. I'm out here.
You bring that up. Now I got to think about it. I'm submitting to you.
Hey,
I like that. Speak to me, not at me.
Yeah. Hey, Angela said, if you take God out of the equation, will there be submission?
I'm sure it's households that's ran like that, but to me, then something else becomes God.
Yeah. Hey, it definitely goes both ways. And Jasmine said, there's definitely a bad stigma when it comes to the word submissive, but to me, submissive is not conforming; it's respect. Hey, so with that being said, we all four have different agreements. We different word understanding of the word submissive. We running different in our
Absolutely.
relationships, but it's still working in all 4 of our situations. And
Absolutely.
we just covered my segment on the back burner. So with that being said, I just want to ask my boy Darius, what you talking about, Willis?
Give me a minute. Y'all start the movie.
What am I talking about, Willis? All right.
Hey, give me a movie, please.
So
Go start it, Jason.
how
Go start
you grow with your partner?
Hold on.
I'm on the podcast.
If you not making money as a couple, right? Are you making money individually? If you're not making money together, how do you grow? And how do you start to if you're not, if you're not doing so already? We talked about it a little, not this exactly, but finances or whatever earlier in the season. But how do you grow if y'all ain't making money together, and how do you
What you mean
start?
making money together though, Will? It's like I'm working, she working.
So people will think, like you just said, right? My income and not mine, your income and your partner's income, right? That's not making money together. You're bringing money in the house, but that's not making money together. And yeah, you can grow probably very slowly, but if you're not making money, if you're not trying to invest in something, where
So making money together is investing.
Right. If you're not I'm gonna say if you're not investing your knowledge that you have with each other, your knowledge that you have, your knowledge that your partner has, and y'all put that together and y'all put that towards something that's gonna make y'all money that comes in outside of my job and your job, How do you do that? Are you doing that?
What if you just starting off in a relationship and y'all ain't just making money like that? Give me a what
But
can we do to help
that's
each
what
other?
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. How do you start? If are you just hey, you going to work at wherever you work at the sanitation, and your partner works at a hospital or something, right? How do you put your minds together? How do you put your minds together to say, hey, we need to get this we need to get a income for us. We need to get an income that's where we're not doing anything and this money's coming in. Do you put it in investments? Do you put it in houses? Do you look to, we said it the other day, don't play video games, go ahead and start your LLC. You know what I'm saying? So do you do that? How do you do that? If you're not doing it already, how do you do it?
I guess you gotta find some property. I don't know, invest in something.
But I wanna say this. Just because me and my partner ain't making money together as a unit, don't mean we ain't growing in a relationship.
Right, but
because everybody main goal ain't money.
Right.
But that's what I'm saying. So if you're, and that's why I said, if you're gonna grow, right? And I'm not talking about growing like your relationship, say your financial relationship, because sometimes that be the killer in a lot of marriages, infidelity, money.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the killer. That'll knock you right out of there. So sometimes money makes, I don't want to say money makes you happy, but it does make stuff a little easier.
If you really love me, marry me at the justice of peace.
What you say?
What I need to spend that check for if it's real love.
But
exactly.
if it's real love, you're gonna grow. You're not gonna wanna be stagnant and stay in one spot. You wanna grow. You wanna have, especially if you got
somebody
kids.
might feel like if I'm working and Shawty working,
yeah,
growing.
You're working and Shorty working, right? and God forbid something happens and you can't work and Shorty can't work, where's that money coming from? Where y'all getting for your kids when your kids grow
So
up?
you saying investments are key? Life insurance, investments.
Yeah, stuff
Life
that's gonna
insurance ain't kicking in if you can't work.
no, life insurance isn't kicking in if you can't work. But
Aflac.
what are you doing? But what are you doing? But what are you doing so in case something happens that your kids are straight, your family straight, something happens to you, your family straight, you got a home over here that
But
your
what if we just making money to make ends meet? We ain't got no extra dollar to put in this fund right here or to
We can
put in
still
this
grow.
Bitcoin.
Yeah,
right.
we
And
can
I'm
still
Like,
grow. We can still be
we ain't
one.
got no
Still
money
be
to start a
strong.
business right now. We trying to get there, but we just like we say, it take time. It might take some people 2-3 years to 4 years to get there
yeah,
to
nah,
save up for a
it's
business.
absolutely not immediate. It's absolutely not immediate, but you get some people that stagnant, they get good, they get straighter in where they're at, and they're not looking towards the future. They're not looking. We all got kids.
Cause
You
I
know what I'm
feel
saying?
people look at relationships like you say, like not saying like, oh, just my money, my money. Like you say, like some people is doing stuff like that, is putting together. But I feel like people like, if I go to work, Shawty go to work, the bills always pay, we always pay. When it's time for a vacation, I got my half, Shawty got her half. When it's Christmas, we buy this, Shawty buy that. Like it's never a problem. Well, what we putting it together for? We ain't never fail. We always make
Some
the meet when it's that time.
some people
We
function like
building.
that. And y'all got a happy relationship. Y'all growing.
I might start
Um,
it off by myself, me 2-3 businesses, but that might not be your lane.
Cuss
I might
off.
try to
Yeah.
get you in that access, but that ain't you. You
Yeah.
just going to your job, getting your check,
Yeah.
working
Because
your OT, doing your extra on your off day.
my wife isn't the one that want to go be an entrepreneur. She doesn't have the entrepreneur spirit. She don't want to do
Right.
that. So that's on me. But just because she don't have the entrepreneur spirit and
You can't say y'all not growing.
you can't tell me I ain't growing because my relationship is very 22 years. We had to do something.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying?
But but
I
and
just
no,
I don't agree with the if you're not investing and making money together
no,
as a
no, no.
unit,
I didn't. No,
you can't grow.
that's not there. No, what I said is you can grow. Obviously, you can grow.
Mhm.
You can grow spiritually. You can grow mentally. You can grow financially. But I'm saying that financial growth is gonna go. So if you take it like now, like where or I don't know everybody's situation, right? I
Mhm.
know mine. I know a little bit of John, a little bit of John's. I know a little bit of yours, right? You think about where you was 5 years ago, John. Where you was 5 years ago, D. Where you was 5 years ago, Tay. Where I was 5 years ago, right? Did you grow from there financially? Did you grow from there with your relationship? Did your relationship go bad or better? And what part did finances have to doing that? And I'll say with us, like you said, if you're good, your relationship is good. Your relationship
You
is good.
see, I'm a king. She's submissive. Feed me, baby.
I knew he was gonna say
I knew
that.
you was gonna say so. I saw the
I was
fork and I was
praying.
like, here
I
you
said,
go.
"Oh, here you go." That's exactly what I said. Watch him. Watch him. Watch him. He's gonna say something. But nah, if 5 years ago, I did grow. From 5 years
Exactly.
to now, I grew. But money wasn't the reason that I grew.
Money wasn't the reason that you
Five
grow, but
years
that's not
ago,
what I'm saying. I'm not saying that
I
as
was
the
homeless as
reason.
shit. I
I
was
know,
homeless
but
as
that,
shit
let me
5 years
answer
ago.
that
right.
question. 5 years ago, money wasn't the problem. Money has always been flowing in. But I say from 5 years ago, my mental has
Yeah,
grew up
my
definitely a
immaturity.
lot. Like I have grew a lot with mental and maturity. I say that. I say like you say, more money has came too. But like you say, like that's what I'm saying though. Everybody's situation ain't money. I don't know. But like you say, I
I
do
know,
feel what you're
and that's
saying
not
too.
and that's
Like,
not what I'm saying. Like, well, take D, like you just said, right? You was
cause I
homeless as
want to
shit,
know
right?
too of like what you're saying too. Like, if you is straight and your partner not, like, what can you do so y'all can build together? I want to get to that because I want to know what you got to
Right.
say. Like, I
And
want to
that's
take
and
that
that's
in and
what I'm
see.
saying. Like that's what I'm saying. Like and how do you start? If you're not there, like, you can grow. You're gonna grow.
But I
If your
think that's a
relationship
stopping
is
point for a lot of people, Willis. That's why the feedback low, because people don't know what to do. Like, yeah, if I'm making money, she making money, she got a good job, I got a good job, we got insurance, we got a little 401k, and they might be building, they may not be into the real estate. They feel like that's
right,
too
but
much already added to what we're doing. We can't really
so
open up no business. Who running
I'll
it? You
take
know what I'm
I'll
saying?
take D. I'll take D for example, right? Like you said, bro, you was homeless as shit, right? But your mental grew, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your mental grew.
Mm-hmm.
And in that time, you financially grew, right? You got 2 houses in the last what? How many years?
Two. Two
Two
and two.
years.
Yeah.
Like, what does it take to do that?
Being disciplined and being homeless and don't have nothing else to do. You gotta look your wife in the face and say, hey, what we gonna do? That's what
But
it took. I
but
ain't
you
had no
grow.
money. It wasn't money, but it built my relationship and I grew. And then I started getting knowledge and I started learning what it took to
Knowledge,
get a
knowledge.
little more money. I started asking you questions. I started asking other people. I started getting knowledge because I
I
was at
think
a
it's the
point where
knowledge.
I had nothing else I can do but listen.
Right.
I listened and okay, this the steps they said, and I went through the steps. But as a young man starting out, I didn't have that knowledge. Me and her didn't know how to build. So
Right.
teach us right now. And
But you
everybody,
had funds though.
what, like, yeah, I did have
Yeah,
funds,
you have fun.
but we ain't have no direction on how to invest and build.
I
And
think it's knowledge though. I think it's the knowledge. I think knowledge even over money though, because
And
once you get knowledge, well, nothing start. That's something you can pass down even if you don't have money. You can still empower somebody else to go get what you
money.
probably didn't have
Give them the
access to.
knowledge, and they can do that, and so they can grow. Because you can, like you, and I'll keep saying it. You can grow without without the finance. You can. If your relationship is good, you're gonna grow. You know. Um, I didn't know shit. I didn't know shit about finances. I
Mm-mm.
didn't care two dams about no
yeah,
money or whatever. I didn't care
mm-hmm.
because I didn't have money. But when I got with my wife, that one there is uh hey, yo, how can we get this money up? What can we do to get this property? What can we do to open this
But
business?
even with that being said, she is a business minded woman.
Yeah.
But before I see, because I year one, y'all wasn't into the business mindedness. She was into you, and y'all were growing. Y'all weren't making no fucking investments. Y'all were growing as a couple, and that's what I was trying to get at. Even without the investments, we still gonna grow. Even without the money, we can still grow. So I can't. That's why I just said,
Mhm.
Y'all made assets where y'all had to make them investments. Once y'all
yes,
had them kids and shit, you got to make
you,
investments.
you and then and sis kicked it into hyperdrive. Like I gotta do it, and then she
She was,
started.
but and that's what I'm saying. She was already there. I wasn't
Yeah,
doing
and
no
that's what I
shit.
said. And she started dragging you up, and that's what it is. Y'all grew together, but y'all didn't have the funds to grow at the moment until y'all got all the wheels running and everything started growing. It
Right.
wasn't the funds that made y'all grow. It was the
It
love
was
for each
the
other.
love, yeah. It is levels to
And
it. It's
that's what I'm
levels. I
saying.
think you got to go through
And
the
that's what I'm
process.
saying. And you grow now. You're making that money together, and now you're growing bigger, better. I guess
Yep.
in a sense. So, like I said, you can grow. You're gonna grow. You're gonna grow with your person. You know, um, if if your relationship is good, you're gonna grow. Now, when it comes, because a lot of relationships, like I say, is infidelity and money. Money is a big thing. You know, and it's I look at it as far as um the kids. You know, what are you gonna leave for your kids? You know, and that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at with that. You know.
Yeah, that's a good mindset to have. But how would that how me, a young 25-year-old in a 2-year relationship, and I'm struggling and I'm doing my very best to try to make ends meet, how would what am I supposed to do? I'm trying my very best. I don't have all the knowledge available to me. We knew in this relationship, she worked, I worked.
Drop me some jewels.
What
And that's
should
where
I do?
and that's where it starts. You work, right? You
So what's
work,
the next
she
step for that
works.
couple? What's the
Yeah,
next
You
step?
what's
work,
the
she
next
works,
step for you?
right? Where are you working? What are you doing for work? Are you getting your I like me, I'm in school right now, right? Because I'm trying to get to the next level of my knowledge as far I'm for to be a nurse, right?
Right.
Because with being a nurse comes a bigger check. With that bigger check comes bigger investments. Whether you're going to invest in some stocks or whatever, whether you're going to invest in uh, uh, a house, because you can do all that stuff without. You can do a lot of it with minimal money. Things with houses and stuff like that, you can do that with no money. As far as us being vets, we can do that with no money, and then grow there. Um, like in the comment here, this is my mother-in-law. She said you communicate and set short-term goals. Me and my wife, when we got together, we've been together for 7 years. By year one, the first year, we had a paper that we wrote down our 5-year, 10-year, and 20-year goals. Now that's obviously looking way into the future on year one, right? By the time we hit our 5-year goal, we hit our 5-year goal, I think in 3 years. Right now, we're 7 years in, and we're at we're in our 10-year goal. When I finish school, I think that'll be finished. We have our houses, we have our tenants, it's things like that. So it's like if you set goals and you strive to get them goals, you'll get there. Leland Frazier says, I think that comes with time and learning your partner, because some people are content at what they do and don't want to add anything else.
Absolutely.
So they may not be on what you're on with starting a business or investing.
Absolutely.
And that's the thing. When you get content, like if I would have, I don't want to say if I didn't come to New York, right? If I didn't come to New York, I would have been content with living in Rhode Island in my apartment with my kids. I would have been good. I was making my little bit of money that I was making from the VA. Rent was paid. Like you said, Tay, rent was paid, bills was paid. I was good. I had money left over. I had a car. What else do I need? I'm content, but what does that leave if something happens? What does that leave for the people that's coming behind you, the people being your kids? Angela Carr, you have to be equally yoked financially, mentally, and spiritually. Encourage one another. And plus, before making that person your partner, you have to see what their goals are. You aren't going to be with someone that's complacent and not willing to grow. And that's the thing. Complacency. People get content where they are. They don't want to grow. They want to live in an apartment. You think about you living in an apartment and you're paying for somebody else's house $15, $16, $1,700, and you can get your own house and pay yourself less than that, 12, 13, 14, $1,500, and pay for your own house. So but people get complacent. They're like, I'll live in this apartment. Like I said, if I didn't meet my wife, I'd have been paying my little $1,100, $1,200 in rent, but I was paying my bills and being good. Mother-in-law, again, if you don't try and keep money together and grow as one, then you can never be one. Kind of agree. You can be one, but
I don't agree with it.
I said I can kind of agree. If you're not if you don't try and keep money together and grow as one, then you can never be one.
Hey, bro,
If you don't,
why you
if you're
just
not,
did that?
I was trying to read it.
She said, just my opinion. That's what she said.
Yeah, you can. Like I said, you're gonna grow, right? You're gonna grow, but that financial growth is gonna be slower than if you're doing your thing financially together. And again, that's not just, and this is my opinion, that's not just me going to work making my salary, my partner going to work, making their salary, and bringing that money in the house. Because 9 times out of 10, that money is gonna be
Dead in
going,
anyway.
like you're saying, you're making that money to make the ends meet, you know. And you
Mhm.
don't want to. We've all lived like that. I'm behind. I
Yeah,
know, I can't say for nephew, because he's younger, but we've all lived like that.
yeah,
Yeah, the younger generation is the
they ain't,
richest.
they ain't selling for that bullshit.
We the
Yo,
richest generation born. The younger
Matthew
generation
said,
is the
"When it's real
richest.
love, you guys build and push one another," and that's true too. The wife. Not everyone has a business mind, but even if a woman or your man supports your dream, it's still growing together.
Facts. See. Even sis agreed with us.
Right.
As long as we own this mind, we broke as hell. We broke as a joke. But we got it in our head that we ain't gonna be broke forever.
But
We
that's
gonna
what.
we gonna that's
But
that's
that's what I'm
but we
saying.
ain't got no money and we still
And
growing.
now, no, I didn't say not having
I
money.
think it was the way you set the question up, Willis, that threw everybody off.
Don't
You
you tell
said,
me how I asked my question.
but I'm talking about what you talking about, Willis. You made it seem like if we ain't got no money, we
But
can't
we
grow.
can't grow. Yeah, exactly. Like what?
And that's why I had to
That
clarify.
just took out.
I grew at my worst.
That's why,
I
and
agree with
that's
that though.
exact.
I feel if we ain't got no money, we can't grow in a little
No,
type
that's
of way.
absolutely
I
wrong.
ain't
And
saying
you take,
100%,
you
but
take Demetrius Dallas Senior's situation. Yo, that guy had one of the worst years of anybody that I've ever known in my life. Not to say,
For
that's
sure.
one of the worst years. It was a lot of phone calls and a lot of conversations that we had, and it's like, bro, what am I gonna do? You know. But look at me now. Look at you now.
Yep.
And it's like within, like you said, in 2 years, 2 houses. That's doesn't just happen. You have to grow mentally, and like you said, if you have that person that's stuck with you, that was like, hey, all right, it's been 18 years. I guess I can I can thug this couple months out. You know what
Yep.
I'm
But
saying?
I feel though, Willis, eventually you do have to get to that point. You know,
Right.
I think like you said, but even in the process of getting there, I still would say you're growing. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to go through the fact of I don't like this.
I
We need
asked,
something
how
better than
do
this
you grow?
apartment.
Can you
We need
grow?
something
You
better
guys
than
said
this will.
yes.
I'm tired of working every day. What
Right.
are we gonna do when we 50? You know what I'm saying? I feel like eventually you get to that point.
Right.
But I would still say it's all growth.
Right. So, the wife supporting your partner and what they do is most important. Rapping is a business. If you're making money being a pastor as well, or require team support of your partner. Absolute truth. So the support, because at first, yo, I'm like, when I tell you, like, it was always like I get a text message. Don't nobody text me. I get a text message. This is when me and my wife first got together, and I get a text message. Oh, she texts me. Great, but it's a house. What am I doing with this? Well, that's nice, you know. But then when I get this like often. Now I'm looking on truly looking at houses. What are we gonna do? How can I go about doing this? Getting this house, or investing in this house, or starting a business, or whatever it is, and that support, you know, I got into doing that because of her. You know, she pushed me. Like I've been being a nurse for 15 years now. But we got together. It was like she pushed me in the door. Hey, I got this school right here. Go ahead and jump in there in that nursing program. Hey, there's this other school over here. Jump in there and get your degree in there. Because in the beginning I wasn't, but she was there supporting me, pushing me. Same
Got
thing with
your
her.
ass wrong. Cause she said she ain't want no broke nigga.
That's a fact. I ain't
So
saying I'm a gold digger.
but hey, you heard sis. Hey, bro. I feel that was some good feedback, information. But guess what? I wanna get y'all on this right here. Hot topic of the night. Woo! I
hot
want to
What are we
topic.
talking about?
I want to see y'all face when I say this, right? Hot topic of tonight. Hey, no, it's a dope question. Should you ever move into a woman's house?
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you think she respects you as a man if you do?
Yep.
Go ahead, expound on it. Tell me.
Because how you can't respect me as a man if I come in your house and I'm paying your bill? What? It don't make sense, Shawty. I come in anything and I'm paying the bills. What you mean? It's our house now.
Look
What's this?
at me. Look at me.
Hey,
Look
come
at
here.
me. It's our house.
All this on Columbus Day.
On Columbus, I'm taking over. I done found the house on Columbus Day.
Yes, sir.
Maybe it's mine.
This is
No,
our house
it's
now.
It's us. It's ours.
But no, for real, I think
1644th Ave is mine too.
hey, I think you should, if that's where y'all at, yo, move in. But don't move in and lay your ass on the couch and play video games and watch TV all day. Don't do that, because that's not a good look. Especially if you dang gone. If you over 30 doing that shit, boy, don't do it. Don't do it. If you over 30, don't do it. I can see if you a little youngster, but if you over 30, don't move in no woman's house.
Don't move in no woman's house, boy. Don't do it.
Don't move in no woman's house and not have a job. Don't have no income. Don't have no money. Don't.
Cause they gonna talk about you, bro.
Everybody gonna talk about you.
They gonna look at you like a son.
And eventually, your woman's gonna talk about you. And eventually, your woman's gonna talk about you to you. And then your woman's not gonna be your woman no more. She's gonna be looking for Keith. I was talking about that earlier.
I say no. I say do not move in. I feel like get you a little spot, even if it got to be a little efficiency, a studio. Just hold your own, because I feel like in the long run, it's gonna show so much more discipline, respect, and when y'all do decide to take that next step, she go see you for way more than the size of your apartment, but more so your drive, your determination. Yeah, you could have took the easy route out, but you decided to build. And I feel like if that is your wife, when y'all do come together, she might even feel I can trust him with what I got. If she got her own house, that means maybe she got some business skills. Maybe she got some, you know what I'm saying, things that she can invest. I think you got to bring something to the table in a sense. Even if it ain't nothing but a little bit of something. The fact that you still holding it and you being responsible, I think that's the key. You got to show you responsible. And just coming into her crib paying bills, to me, that's not really responsibility.
I think kind of.
It could be, but I think the most responsibility be you having your own spot.
Yeah.
So I might want to get away for a minute. You like, come over here.
Yeah, so, slide over here.
What about this?
I'm not being in a relationship where we stay in two different houses.
When me and my wife was dating, I had a fold-out couch.
What if you had you
can see the bathroom from the living room.
What if you had an apartment, right?
But I had it.
And you moved in with your old lady, and you was paying your apartment's bills and your old lady's bills.
That's different, because then you ain't really moved in. You just over there, but you still got your spot.
But what if you was?
Man, if y'all kicking it, I mean, if y'all dating and whatever, do you? I mean, that's a part of the relationship.
I ain't trying to break my lease. Do you know?
But I feel like you should. So I feel like it's a marriage coming into play.
Yeah, you break the lease.
I feel like it's a marriage coming into play. That should be no. We shouldn't make that major move yet. That's just me.
Hey,
because if not, you got a lot to rip apart.
So you telling your kids don't move in with no female or man until you married?
Right.
Leland said.
Okay.
Leland said straight up, Tate. Hey.
Yo.
He said Tate a real. Hey, Tate, don't play with him. My boy said don't play with him, but you got him messed up.
Who house? That's my house.
This said someone moved in with me, and I respected him totally. He had his own spot and moved in with me. See, that's different. It's different.
He got his own spot.
He got his own. Now, if he was just like, baby, pick me up from McDonald's.
I ain't trying to go to mama house tonight.
I ain't trying to go to mama house tonight, baby.
But it
You
don't
would
matter.
be like,
I
nah.
still
Yeah.
pay that water bill though. So you still
Yeah.
fuck with me a little bit.
Then he
Baby.
moved in
Yeah.
with me. That way we could save and do something better. But to me, it was a process
For sure.
because you knew he had the ability to save and do something better.
Do his thing. It's still moving into my spot,
Boom.
but he had his own. If marriage coming into play, then I shouldn't be moving in with you or vice versa. We should be looking to purchase our own home.
Yeah.
Bam.
I mean, eventually, I mean, that's going to come eventually.
Man,
but if
that's
y'all,
cap. We can get married.
y'all
and I
got
can
married,
move in with
then
you,
it
we
take
can look
time to
into
get a
getting our
house.
own. Yo, come on now.
Hey,
I mean,
with the little hot topic, I just wanted to
When I come in there and knock your
spice
head
it up
off,
a little bit. I just wanted to.
knock your socks off, you and your woman go
That's
back
how
to
you do
my
it, that
apartment.
beatbox. That's how you do it.
Where you going? Babe, I'm trying to go to my apartment. Nah, stay the night.
Yo,
Nah, I'm going to mine. Yo.
I'm going to my house. Hey, with that being said, we had the hot topic, so we coming on to my boy J.O. Speaks.
what it is?
What we talking about, J.O.?
Yo, last week I was on race. I feel like tonight we got to mix it up, race and religion.
Okay.
I want to know, I got two questions.
All right.
I want to know why so many people leaving the church.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to know, is Christianity the white man's religion? I want to hear from y'all.
Ooh. Yes, Christianity is the white man religion. Factuals. And people are leaving the church because
Christianity is the white man's religion.
no, I'm gonna say
And they feel
that
people. No, let me answer this. People are leaving the church because they feel church is a business.
it is.
Okay.
You putting ATMs and you need to see my tax returns. And I can't, the people in Houston done flooded out. I can't come in your church, but this is the place of God. You got your gold toilets, but I can't come in here with these Timbos on because
me and my wife growing.
I mean, we growing, man. We growing. But hey, that's
Church is a big time business.
I'm running away from the building of church, not church in the spiritual religious sense.
Yes.
I love God. I believe in God and
Because
Jesus.
down south, like you say, we all came up in church. If you were born down south, you was right. You like you say down south. You know the
And I'm from the
Baptist
north.
thing.
I went to church as a kid.
But it's just a different thing being down south. It's different.
It's different down here.
You ain't been in church seeing no pastor preach 2-3 hours before. It's different down south.
So Tay, I didn't get your response. You think it's the white man's religion or what?
I mean, you know, my papa a pastor. I mean, I was raised up in the church. I went to church all the way from my mom, before we moved down here with my papa and them, we still went to church, like you say, on Sundays. Like my mama always had me in touch with God in church. But I do feel though, like you say, like just growing up and waking up and just like you say, seeing stuff for your own. I mean, I do feel like that. And not even saying, and I mean, like you say, I go to my papa church and it ain't nothing like whoop the whoop, like you said, like I don't have to pay $1, I don't have to do nothing. But I mean, just like setting a tradition of where everybody said in is set from a white man.
Yeah.
What religion were we before we jumped off of slavery? What we was doing in Africa?
It was Christianity in Africa. But if you think about it, what was the Garden of Eden? Where did the Bible start?
The Bible started in the what, Middle East?
Yeah, which is what continent is that?
Yeah, close to Iraq. That's where it was. That's where
the 4 streams meet. That was in Africa. The Garden of Eden is in Africa.
Oh.
People there was what color?
I don't know.
Brown?
Bronze?
White people didn't come into civilization until many years after this. Civilization started in Africa. So we look like what the people on this podcast look like. As time grew, it got a little lighter.
What? Cuban?
But I mean, think about it.
Nah, I seen one of them throwback pictures with, like you say, of them like African and all that. Yeah, one of them people look like me. I was a king.
I think what happens is you do have a Christianity that's Americanized. And I think this is what we have been introduced to. And I think that's why you brought up the question, Dallas, what was we doing back in Africa? Because you feel like it couldn't have been what we're doing here. You see what I'm saying? Christianity precedes slavery. You know what I'm saying? That was some, I mean, we were Christians, but there were Christians in Africa. You know what I'm saying? Before the slave trade, before any of that. I mean, again,
teach me where in Africa was there Christianity?
Say again.
Teach me, because where in Africa was there Christianity?
You have first of all, again, the Garden of Eden is in Africa. I'm not gonna say we were straight like black, but we were Jewish. I mean, they were Jews. They were dark skinned. It was not white. So I think the white man adopted the principles, because remember the Exodus of them leaving, like the European coming to America. They were kind of fleeing one area, coming to America, which is their new promised land. In the process, they took us from our home, brought us here as slaves. You see what I'm saying? So their promised land became our Egypt, our place of bondage. So our promised land is getting out of this. I do believe that it was tainted by the white man. It was whitewashed, which is why I think we grew up with the white Jesus with the blue eyes and the blonde hair. We saw him on the TV during Easter. You know what I'm saying? To where we kept having this narrative painted as Jesus as white. You know what I'm saying? And I think this messes us up. There's even in Revelations, in I think chapter 1, it gives you descriptions of his hair like wool, his feet was like bronze, his eyes was red. So
it was
a lot of people kind of get real mysticism with this, and they just be talking about more power and all this whatnot. But at the end of the day, again, he was Jewish. So he was brown skinned. He walked. He was in the sun. It's hot. He in the Middle East. Y'all already know what, you know what I'm saying? Wasn't no blonde hair, blue eyed cat doing that. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of black figures in the Bible. What's up?
Nobody. I'm sorry.
Say it again, Dallas.
I said David Copperfield. No.
But nah, I think it definitely got whitewashed in America.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, it's definitely not a white man's religion. I think it was abused by the white man. But I think we failed to realize, yes, they used it to enslave us, but it didn't stop there. And that's the power of the gospel, is that you can't contain it. It's the power, it's power within it, because that same gospel ignited Nat Turner. You already know what he did. He started a rebellion. He was a full-out preacher. God told him to kill slave owners and start a revolt. Harriet Tubman. Harriet Tubman.
No cheeks over here.
Harriet Tubman was heavy in scripture. You know what I'm saying?
What Bible I need to read to be like that? Which one I need to read? Because I'm busting on something.
Man, you got all kind of that. I mean, you got there's a lot of that in the Bible. Let's read the comments. Lena said, I feel like it is because if you look at what Jesus was from there's no way he could have been a white man, but that's all you see portrayed as Jesus. I also feel like it was given to blacks as a way of hope through slavery. I think it gave us more than just hope through slavery. I think it gave us freedom from slavery. I think when you think about the civil rights movement, we look at it as Martin Luther King. These was churches, y'all, in action. They wasn't just going now, hitting the tambourine and singing a note and going home. They was making change. I think the church that was going on then, and that was in slavery,
they were doing good
and
deeds,
the civil rights,
they were sinning too.
I think it's beyond sin. I think it's sin all throughout the Bible. Adam and Eve was sinning in the Garden of Eden with God walking around. So sin does not negate anything that we're speaking of right now. The people that Jesus picked were sinners straight off the bat. I feel like the biggest push that we're looking for is that Christ was bigger than any religion or any race or religion. Because I feel like when the white man put a hold on it, it put like this religion in it, and it kind of tainted the relationship that one would naturally have. we start putting a face to him. We start putting this image to him. And if you remember in the Bible, we say, don't make no graven images of me. Go ahead, Tay.
If you don't like, say like you don't follow it, you feel like if you don't follow a religion, you can't believe in God.
Make that more clear. If you don't follow a religion,
Like if I don't go to church,
like if I don't go to a Catholic church, if I don't go to Baptist church, if I don't read the Bible, but I know it's a higher power, I pray this to him and I believe he's blessing me. Like
religion is bigger than a relationship with Christ. I think religion gives you like, do this, do that, pray here, fast there, don't wear this, wear that. I think that becomes religion. There's a lot of people that's religious but don't have a relationship with Christ. So to me, those are two different things: religion and relationship. However, I do believe in the assembly of the saints. I feel like if I got a relationship with God, I definitely got to spend time with him and his people to encourage his people, encourage those that are in. Yes.
So can you believe in God and not believe in Jesus?
That's a good question.
Not from my perspective.
Because you're speaking
there are those that do.
You're speaking from a Christian perspective, yeah?
That's my only perspective I got right now.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. And I kind of think that might be what Tay was saying. If you don't have a religion that you're following, right? Like, can I believe in God and not believe in Christ?
But I believe that Jesus is God. So, I mean, it depends on your understanding. It goes back even to your question with the knowledge. Without knowledge, you can't grow. And so I think it's just a lack of knowledge in certain areas.
That's a lack of Christian knowledge.
Yeah, I mean, just like me having a lack of financial knowledge. I think it's all different types of knowledge.
So that's where, boy, religion is it's a topic. So,
but you say Jesus is God? Hold up, I'm confused.
Jesus is God, yes.
How?
When God came to earth.
Jesus made the earth?
When God came to earth, he put on a body. God is spirit, and those that worship him worship him in spirit and truth. Right. When God came into the earth, he put on a human suit.
Okay.
That human suit.
So that human suit was just flesh, and he threw that off. So he's still God.
The flesh. He put on the he was God in the flesh.
Okay.
He was God in the flesh.
Was it?
God in the flesh is Jesus.
But I thought it was three entities. God, what happened to the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit?
God is the Father.
Okay.
Jesus the Son.
So that's two different people. You can't be two.
But the three is one.
Nah.
So if you look in your Bible, Genesis 1:26, I hit this before. It said, "Let us make man in our image." You know what I'm saying? And I think this even goes back to answering the question: is right. So that was three working. That was three.
If Jesus is God,
the Son, and the Holy Spirit, the Trinity, yeah, the three is one. Just like you a father, just like you a son, and just like you an uncle.
Damn.
You three in one.
But that's three different. That's three different.
There's three aspects of you.
I'm not three. Yeah, that's three aspects. That's not.
You love your wife different from you love it.
So y'all put
Dallas.
Let me ask you this. Jesus was on the cross, right?
Yes.
And he looked up to himself and said, "Father, they don't know not what they do." That doesn't make sense.
And this is why this is God we're talking about. And we can't understand.
So he killed himself. So he sacrificed himself, not his only begotten son.
He sacrificed because what did his son put on?
I don't know what he put on. What did he put on?
It's what Tay said earlier, sin. He took our sins and put it on him, on the cross. So God is holy. He couldn't see himself with sin. God does not know sin. He has to punish sin because he's just, no matter who wearing it. Whoever rocking the sin jacket, I gotta kill him.
He punished himself.
So Jesus say, I'm putting the sin jacket on. And
no,
God
you said
that's
the same person. So he said he putting the sin on himself and hanging himself. It don't make sense.
But it's the 3 in 1.
So that mean the Bible contradicting itself because you ain't supposed to kill.
It doesn't contradict. It It doesn't contradict.
That's what
But you
I
got to understand. We're talking about God, though.
But you're talking about God from a Christian perspective.
All right, what perspective you coming with then, Willie?
I'm lost.
So
me too. I'm lost now. I don't know what to
But that's what I'm saying.
I don't know. I'm
you're
lost.
talking about God from a Christian perspective, right?
Yes.
So I can believe in God, right? But if I believe in God, but I don't believe in Christ, because there's
Allah, you Muslim.
there's Krishna, there's Shiva, there's
Yep.
Buddha, but
Yep.
there's no
But
Christ.
which one do you believe in, Willis? Don't just give me examples. I'm giving you me.
No, but that's my point.
Yeah.
That's my
On the
point.
real,
I
I'm
get where you're trying to go.
If I believe in Buddha, there's no Christ.
Well,
There is Christ.
there.
There's Christ the person, because they actually said Christ was an actual person.
Yeah.
But if I believe in Buddha, I don't believe in
Jesus.
God, as Jesus as God. I believe in Buddha. Right? There's no Christ in Buddha. So, and that's what I'm saying. If I'm Indian and I believe in there's 900 Indian gods, like, there's yeah, I named 2 of them because there's 900 of them. But if I believe in them, those gods, then you can't say that you can from a Christian perspective, but you can't say that to somebody that believes in another God.
I can't say what.
You're all the talk that you talk about Jesus and the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, and Jesus' sins and all that stuff doesn't make never mind to someone that believes in
Buddha. Yeah, that's what he's trying to say.
And I mean, I'm not skilled in that area. There are those that do speak to Buddhists that have been Buddhists.
That boy hit you with no. I am not skilled in that area. Would you like to speak to a manager?
Now I'm talking about, but those that have, I don't know the ins and outs of Buddhists. I don't know what they do. You know what I'm saying? And so I won't be able to break down their religion or their understanding to have a conversation to persuade them one way or another.
Right.
There are those that have.
But listen to
there are those that used to be Buddhists that are Christian.
But listen to that word. To persuade them.
Or inform.
Inform them to what?
The knowledge. It is not, it won't even be the person doing it. It's really the spirit. Nobody comes to Christ unless the spirit draws you. So that's the work of the Holy Spirit. And I think that's the part that's, even Jesus had the Holy Spirit come upon him. On the cross was not the first time you see them all 3 in connection. When Jesus was baptized by John,
do you
God
believe
spoke. God spoke from heaven, an audible voice that everybody heard. He said, "Here's my son, I am well pleased." The Holy Spirit shows up in the form of a dove, and it's Jesus who's being baptized. Again, we see the 3 right there, and they're all one. They're operating as one unit. And that's why even with marriage, they talk about the 2 becoming one. So this isn't a abstract concept. It's very relatable.
But in the religious aspect, it's maybe abstract. So here's another question, right?
Yes.
Do you believe in karma?
What goes out comes back in type deal?
Do you believe in the karma? You know what karma is?
Is that what your definition of it is?
Yeah. What is your definition of karma?
Like what goes out comes back type deal?
All right. So do you believe in karma?
Do you believe in magic?
You don't believe in karma?
No.
You don't. Do you believe in karma, D?
Yeah, I do.
Do you believe in karma, Tay?
No.
Yeah. So Jay, you don't believe in karma. So would you put into the earth into the earth doesn't come back to you? If you do good doesn't come back to you?
I mean, in mine it would be more seed time and harvest. Sowing and reaping, but I wouldn't call it karma. I think karma is on. I don't know that term. No.
Oh, all right.
I feel he
But
say
you've heard the
karma
term
is
before,
a really thing.
You've heard the term before karma?
No, I heard it. Yeah, I just don't believe in it. No.
You know where it comes from?
No.
It comes from Indian religion, karma. So you said you don't believe in it, so which I don't know if I believe you.
I don't.
I don't know.
All right, let's go to the questions with us. So we got Issa. She said she was a church goer, but she experienced some people in the church wasn't holy and not righteous and doing that righteous thing. So I go from time to time, but I'm not a member. And I think that's part of why people are falling apart. Get back to the question.
Mhm.
I don't feel like the church operates how we should. You know what I'm saying?
It doesn't.
What's
Absolutely.
this?
That's somebody saying sand niggas.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
What does that mean? Oh, he's that. There it is. It's more. It was used to control. I guess he was talking about religion. Religion was used to control, and that's what we were called, sand niggas.
Mm-hmm.
So Brittany said, "What are y'all talking about on here?" What up, Brittany?
Some people
Some
are already.
people are already slaves in America. Yeah, there was before they came to America. Yeah, and that's why to me, I think slavery definitely messed up a lot for Black folk. It just, I mean, that's trauma. 400 years, you don't just easily come out of them. But like, well, we through with that. And I feel like even now, we still feel the effects of it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, and I know a lot of people feel like, put it behind us, we through with it, but I think it has also creeped itself into religion, because why wouldn't it? And I think when we have more of a white Christianity, you have the extreme of being a Black Christianity. You know what I'm saying? And I think the whole thing becomes more of an identity issue. You know what I'm saying? You wanting to see yourself in this God that's holy. And so I think the white man had that same feeling, and since they control the narrative, they said, well, let's make Jesus look like us. That's why the Buddhists got a God that look like them, and the so-and-so got a God. Everybody God looks like them, so you're not really worshiping God himself. You low-key worshiping you, because now I can only worship a God that looks like me. You see what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying, we know he's not white, and to me, he don't have to be Black. And to me, when you dig deeper, it doesn't really become a race issue. I think it become a relation issue, because again, I'm gonna keep hitting Genesis 1:26. We was made in God's image. Whatever he is, we are. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the religion that it needs to get down to. I feel America has tainted it, has whitewashed it, and with slavery, the trauma, I feel like if it wasn't for Jesus, I feel like we would have never escaped slavery. I don't think a lot that happened with the civil rights wouldn't have happened. To me, that was the power of God. I do, however, feel like the church has lost its power. I think we got sidetracked, and it became about, like we talked about and joked about, the cars, the houses, it became a business. And I don't feel like Christ was never about his church being a business. He was the one flipping tables in the church. You know what I'm saying? Because he was like, my house, my Father's house is a house of prayer. Y'all have turned it into a den of thieves. It's not about making money here. And so they was losing the power of God because they were trying to make money out of it, and it was never anything for a profitable gain. As you know, money makes things happen. If we can't feed the poor, we ain't got no money. So yeah, it's gonna have to help the mission, but that should never be the goal. You feel me? All right, it was not called Christianity.
What was it called?
Well, yeah, what was it called? Give me some info. Issa said, I believe that God is a Black man with hair of wool white. People took it over and ruined everything. He was definitely Middle East. I mean, he looked more like us than he did like
he was born in Iraq.
He looked more like, closer to us than the blue-eyed blonde hair that we used to see in the that's what it was to us. Hope. That's it. I believe it was more than hope. I feel like hope would have just kept us in the situation, wishing for more. Like, to flip this from slavery in America was the worst slavery ever. Even when they talk about slavery in the Bible, it's not the same slavery that Africans experienced in America. And I think that's why when we read slave in the Bible, our trauma has caused us to see what we see on Roots and what we seen on Django and all these other slave movies that, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't that. slavery in the Bible was more of a, I'm bringing you into my family. You know what I'm saying? It was more so like, D, I'm selling my house. I'm about to come work for you. I almost became a part of your family. If you die, everything came to me type deal. It, like, slavery was more so bringing you into the fold as opposed to you just work for me. You working for me to gain this when I'm gone, in a sense. You know what I'm saying? So I think our understanding of even biblical slavery was totally different. You see what I'm saying? From what Africans basically experience here in America. Yes, sir. You can believe in God and not Jesus. Jamon says. That's to you, Willis.
That's for a
That's
lot of
you.
That's for a lot of
That's me. That's me.
Yeah, he said, yes, sir, you can believe in God and not Jesus.
because but that goes.
But Willis asked the question.
You can
But
believe.
you
You can believe in God and not Jesus. If I'm not a Christian, if I'm
Y'all
not a
got
Christian,
me
then
dead.
Jesus isn't the God
God.
that is the guy. Like, again, you can't, like,
Yeah, and a lot of this, and this is why you don't argue religion, because nobody, again, it's the spirit that does the work.
Yep.
And so that's why I just simply
But
asked,
it's
was
the
it white
spirit
man's
that
religion?
it's the
And why
spirit
are
that
people
does
leaving
the
the
work
church?
in Christianity.
Say again?
It's the spirit that does the work in Christianity. You're speaking from a Christian perspective.
That's the
So
only perspective I got. I can't speak from the white man perspective or anything else. I'm a
So
black man.
what
So
would
whatever.
happen if you went to another church to look at, like, or you went to a mosque and studied
Muslim.
it is Islamic religion.
Islam.
Studied that. You went to a Buddhist temple and studied the Buddha, and you studied all these different religions. Is that going to change your perspective? Because you had to learn about Christianity.
Yeah.
So if you
But
learned
it's not
about
just a learning. A lot of it wasn't just a learning. It was actually the power of God working in my life that I saw.
but
So it wasn't just.
if you went to another church, could the power of that other God work?
Buddha.
That's not my testimony, so I don't know. I can't speak to that.
So, you know how a lot of Christians say, "Hey, come here, come to this church, come over here, and come see what Jesus has to offer you." Right? A lot of Christians do that.
Jesus has to offer.
The Jehovah's Witness, who do they believe in?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
No,
They
I
believe-
just got.
They believe in Jehovah.
Who do they believe
They
in?
believe in Jehovah. No, I'm
that
just
Jesus?
playing. I'm not a Jehovah's Witness. I
Is
guess.
that Jesus?
I think so. Yeah, Jehovah's Witness.
Jehovah's Witness believe in Jesus. Yeah.
Jesus
Yeah,
Witness.
Jehovah.
Yeah,
Huh?
Jehovah.
All right.
Jehovah.
But
They
my
believe
point-
that Jesus was a God, but
Okay,
not.
great. My
The
point
God.
is, those are the people that come. They knock on your door. They say, "Hey, come join our church." Right? Come listen to what we got to say. Now, if like another religion came and said, "Hey, come learn about this," like, would you go learn about it and get your, I don't want to say get your perspective changed, or get persuaded to, like,
To me, it's hard. When I took a seminary class when I was in college, I went to Xavier, and part of our lesson was to embrace another religion for 6 weeks and write. But the whole time I was there, I couldn't really embrace it because in my mind, I kept arguing everything they were putting out. Like I couldn't just receive it as
why?
as fact.
You know why?
Why?
Because in your mind is the knowledge that you have, that you learned. Like, I can go to school right now and I'm a nurse and I was a corpsman and I'm arguing everything like, "Hey, that's not how we did it as corpsmen. What are you doing?" And you're basically saying, "Hey, that's not how we do it as Christians.
What are you doing?
Right.
What are you doing?" But guess what? It's all the same thing. Medicine,
But
God.
guess what? We got a comment that said because you said Jesus wore a suit.
A suit.
Yeah,
You did say a suit.
You said God put
I
on
said
the
an earth suit. I said God put on the earth suit.
You
I
said
was
he
using
put
the
on the
analogy.
Jesus suit. That's why I said
human suit.
same person. I think the
Earth
Bible is
suit.
the most contradicting
Flesh.
book on earth, speaking from fact standpoint, which is why there are so many different versions of the Bible. It all goes into what your faith and what you believe. Jamon said a Jesus bodysuit.
That's what
Tay
you
White,
said.
Tay White said send to a friend, bro code, last episode, season finale. Hey, y'all was really piped up on the religion. See, when y'all get to talking religion, y'all get to
because it's a faith, and faith is something that you can't see. And so it's like we all trying to paint something that we can't see. And so it comes with a relationship. It comes with understanding. It comes with experience. You know what I'm saying? And that's why for me, I'm intrigued by those that used to be Muslim and now are Christian, or Buddhist and now Christian. I pick their brains because I don't know that could ever be me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm so 100 for Christian, I don't know what that looks like. And so to be honest, to get those answers that Willis is asking, I mean, not being any type of way, you really got to ask them what clicked for them. Because I'm telling you, my experience, I tried. I was like, I'm about to go on this joint. I'm about to try to take in, and I just couldn't get with it. I was like, this is wow, bro.
But you know the story.
I had to remove myself because I felt like it was disrespect. I told the teacher, I was like, bro, I didn't see enough. I can write for what I saw, but this is disrespectful. Because I felt like, to me, that's sacred to them. I knew enough to know that what they doing, this is them.
Hey.
And this not gonna be me. And I felt like we was toying with something. I mean, I was in a Buddhist monk like institute, and these cats was like devout. So I was like, bro, let me step back.
Yeah, you don't.
Let me write after that one day. I'm not going back. This is, to me, I don't know. I just felt like it was disrespectful.
Hey, it was a good segment, good topics. We got dang on did our thing. Hey, we gonna agree to disagree on this one. But hey, Few, got a question for you, my boy. How you really feel?
How do you really feel?
How you feel, Tay?
How do you really feel?
And you believe in God?
How do
and not
you really
Jesus.
feel?
That's how I win my argument about Georgia football, Jay. I said, you never seen Jesus walk on the earth.
But you believe it. But don't do that to Georgia, man. Don't do that to Georgia. Hey, but my boy Tay White got a question. It don't come on this pod at the end for the last question of season 1, doing all that.
Close it out, Tay. The whole season 1.
Don't come out here doing that line.
Get him the lion, Tay. Go ahead, give him the lion. I need to hear some lies right
Come
now.
on with it, man.
Woo!
If you ever cheated in a relationship, what made you do it?
Woo!
I ain't saying if you.
Woo!
Some people done cheated on who they with, and y'all still together. I want to know about that too.
I'm finna
I'm
keep
talking
it
about
all the
old
way
relationships, new relationships, high school. Why did you cheat?
High school.
What made you step out on your partner if you made
I'm
the
about
commitment
to
that
drop.
y'all was in a relationship?
I'm about to drop this on you, Few. Okay, so when I was a young Diddy Bopper, when I was coming up, right, you know, doing my thing, being a little player, doing, you know, doing me. I was immature. I was trying to be a man. I thought I was a man because, you know, I had got me some coochie before. But I was in a relationship. I was in a relationship with BM. You know, she was building to grow to other things. I was still immature. And then I just thought it was cool because, you know, young me thought that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be with girls. You're supposed to enjoy yourself when you're not committed. But when you in a relationship, and I always had the mindset of, okay, if you just dating, you single for real. Y'all just talking back and forth. So I was on that vibe. But I cheated because I just did. I fell into temptation. There wasn't no reason. Ain't shit she did. It was, I did it. Cause I was thinking with the wrong head. Yeah.
most of the time, it's just because, like you said, you think and look, I ain't get started in life until until later
Darius'
on.
mother-in-law. Hey, is too much.
Until later on.
Yep. Later.
Late teen years.
Not late teen.
Late teen years. So I thought, like, at that time it was like, let's say like 23.
And I don't want y'all to get just too lost on the cheating of you put your meat in somebody. Because if you're married or in a relationship and you was liking Susan pictures, 3, 4, 5 of them,
Susan.
or texting Susan back and forth, you cheating.
Nah,
So why
Susan.
was you doing that?
Where did Susan
Hey, I like people pictures on Instagram and Facebook. Shout it
But
on
the thing, you ain't going on there. I'm saying you going on her profile and like, damn, she just followed me. She look good on this picture. Let me double tap this one. It ain't no recent picture. She just uploaded and went down the timeline. You going down double tap.
I'm going to
4,
the
5,
first
6
Facebook
pictures.
picture. Nah, that's stalking.
That's stalking.
That's shooting a shot. That's letting her know you interested.
Well, I'm interested, baby. I done liked all your pictures.
You back in January 2015. But like I was saying, I got started off late in life, so like my first experience with cheating was with my son's mother, somewhere in North Carolina. So, and it was just because I thought this person likes me, so
my influence was so bad. Everybody's
my
oh,
first
mind you,
experience of cheating.
my
like
roommate
say,
was
like,
this guy. Oh wait, this guy. Wait. Oh, was this guy here? I can't even find the damn camera.
gang.
He was the devil in my ear. Go ahead and do it. She likes you, bro.
She bad. Boy, look at her booty.
Get her.
temptation.
Your girl ain't gonna get her.
Get her, bro. That
But
was me.
most of the time you just do it.
My first experience of cheating was, I'd say, like in high school, like a little 11th grade, 10th grade relationship, and I got cheated on. And from then, I just not like from then, cause like you say, well, I'm in now, yeah, I ain't cheating, I ain't doing none of that. But like you say, like first baby mama, I just looked at it like, yeah, man, we young, I don't know, you conversating with somebody no matter what. You might be talking to somebody. So let me do my deal. Let me, who get caught first?
Temptation
Matthew.
is fake. What do you say, Jay? Is temptation
is fake. What he said? Let me read it on. Matthew, temptation is fake. When you're bored, you do things. People will say that they fell into temptation, when in reality they were just bored with their immediate situation.
I wasn't bored. With my immediate situation. I didn't want
because anytime Saudi called for that thing, I'm running over there.
Extracurricular activity.
It's just regular.
I wanted to see how many I could knock down.
Facts. When I was a young boy, that's what I wanted to get some notches in my belt.
I really felt it was lame if I turned down this Saudi and she tried to talk to me at the mall. That's lame.
Well, you gay.
Like a square ball.
That's what they used to say. But you gay. Nah, bro. I just ain't. Nah, boy. You know. Bro. So you had to talk. It was a little more peer pressure with us. Boy, yeah. What you doing? Damn, you just gonna let us like tell a quick story on the peer pressure situation. One of my homeboys tried to talk to my wife. Before she was my wife, she was like, "Oh, she stuck up. Ooh, I bet you can't get her."
Oh, Jeff.
22 years later. You know what I'm saying? So,
man,
got
trying to talk about in here.
And that boy still owe me $50. Jeff, if you wait, but I need my 50, you bet me 50.
Hey, y'all be, hey, Johnson, you ain't always been married. You ain't been married since you came out your mama cooler.
Hey, he used to run with us too. Don't let this man.
So
don't let this man fool you.
It was right there.
He down there. He like, I'm Pastor John now.
He was right there.
He like, I'm
Pastor John.
I ain't cheat though. I wasn't no cheater though.
Oh, so when you was in your heyday, you was always the one that get your heart broke, huh?
Probably
No.
so.
See, no, you're a liar. You're a liar,
Bro.
we
Bro,
always
we lived
Bro, I don't
together.
remember details.
Bro, we lived together.
We live
What
together.
you
I
talking
don't
Get your
remember details.
back. This man cheating. He is cheating the game right now. He talking about, I don't know.
I don't
Probably.
remember. I don't remember.
I'm plead the fifth. Plead the fifth. Hey, here you go, Phil.
Y'all remember more than I do.
Facts.
That's stalking. Man, baby, I like
Every
how
picture
you
though.
looking.
And I'm going back to the first
Listen,
one.
I never understood why others didn't try to oppress the homies. But now that I'm older and I look back on it, that saying they say what you won't do, somebody else will is very true.
Yep.
So basically, it was filling a void. Shawty ain't sucking at me, her homie will.
Bestie will. That's sad. That's sad.
Now I get a best of the buster move.
I get a bestie.
Listen, people have told me the reason they cheat was because their partner was doing something or they wasn't happy.
Hey, so I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna say some gangster stuff right now. To me, I know you said earlier, D, that money and infidelity, you know that.
Fuck that.
Right.
Y'all want to keep playing. I'm going to be real. One time I saw they caught me texting somebody.
But
I
so
told
you want to talk about that? But I
was feeling down, baby. I wasn't feeling loved. I wasn't feeling no intimacy. You had me really looking lost out here. So I ain't do like you say. I did a little conversation, but that ain't right.
That was it. Yeah, that's right. You're right. I've been there before.
Right.
Let's go ahead and let's be transparent and open. I would feel that a dude would goddamn look for some partnership, and I know y'all gonna be like, oh, loyalty, but when you come and you don't get that affection and time and attention that you really need to go out and fight and combat the world, your mind may slip and temptation may become greater. So how in a relationship, you done been in this relationship for me 22 years. How do you, if you done got comfortable in your situation, how do you continue to keep that attention and affection that your partner needs? Because I'm not just gonna say it's toward me. I might not be giving her the affection that she needs for real. And she
I
like,
feel like in my first real relationship with my first baby mama, like you say, like I have spurts. Like it could be times where I could go 6 months, a year not doing nothing, but then I might just have in my head like, let me see if I still can do my ditty.
yeah.
Let me see if I still got it.
Yeah,
let me
ego.
see if I can still.
And then
like
you ain't mean to make it go that far. You just not done got too far.
But here's the thing though, right? Here's the thing about that, right? If you know, you know, because it really don't take nothing. It really don't take nothing to know if you still got it. Like it really doesn't. So it's like, and you don't even want to even try to attempt.
And like you say, you learn that as you get older. But being a young man coming up, you ain't thinking like that. Matthew, nigga, you see a Porsche and you don't have one, and you get the offer
You
to
just
test
cheated
drive,
on your
you
car.
just cheated on your car.
Dang, I done cheated on the kid, baby. I'm sorry, girl. I ain't mean to do that.
Danny, my first experience was a long time ago with my Burning Mac boy. R.I.P. Burn. Because girls were just giving it up and it was easy.
For sure.
Man, Matthew, exactly. You were
bored.
Matthew, shortly after sucking it, the next one will. Oh, shorty ain't sucking it, the next one will.
And that's what I'm saying. So even with that statement, if I just try to clean it up a little bit, if your partner ain't giving you the love and affection that you need, somebody else will. But how do you prevent that from going that way? Is it a way that you can prevent that? Is it a way that should your partner prevent that? Is that something you should have in self-discipline? What do you feel about it, Jay? How
you gotta communicate. Before we get to that, you gotta communicate. Mm-hmm. You gotta communicate. I mean, flat out. I mean, y'all married, ain't no secrets. Ain't no genie in the bottle. Just
Mm-hmm.
flat out. Sometimes you just gotta just spit a hard truth.
Yeah.
It may not.
Then you think you ain't getting nothing now? You speak that hard truth, but you ain't getting nothing
Well, you
now.
may not get it that night, but hopefully a day or two.
You might not get it.
Maybe a couple months, you'll be back in the game. But in season 2, we done came back on. I'm like, y'all, I'm still in the drought, y'all.
That's how you feel? All right.
Man,
Yeah.
God dang, I'm shooting dust, y'all.
I done listened to Jay. He said, spit the hard truth. I did it. Now I'm hard.
Please.
And these females don't make it no better when you're in a relationship. That's when they go to offering that thing.
But that's a fact.
True. That is true.
That's a fact.
Keisha, Brittany, Whitney, Tanya, and Monique ain't want me till y'all seen my wedding piece.
Don't get bored. Keep it spicy.
And so how do we keep it spicy? We all in relationships.
So
each one of y'all tell me something that y'all keep it.
Hold up. Do I tell my partner we lose intimacy, baby? Can we bring in a partner? Do I ask her to bring in somebody?
If that's what
what you want, but I ain't gonna ask my girl to be like, what? Stop playing with me. You can take yourself out. Bye. Dang.
Mine too.
Yo, my nigga said mine too. She was like, you can get out. Stop playing.
Don't get bored. Keep it spicy. He said he like chili pepper.
The Bible did say that, and the Bible ain't lie. He told the truth right now. It is weak.
The Bible says the flesh is weak.
The flesh is definitely weak.
So,
but yeah,
Jay, what do? I pray to get their armor wrapped around their flesh to keep me away from them. Because they calling you few. Hey, so what did each one of y'all do to keep y'all relationship spicy? All of us done been in a relationship, decent relationship. It's pretty long. So what y'all do to keep that thing going and keep your girl hands all on you? What y'all doing? Tell me. Give me some tips. I don't need to talk on this because I ain't married, so Jay.
Nah, hey, that's what I'm saying. Even when you get married, you gotta still be on your single vibes. You gotta treat it like y'all single for real.
Yes.
What y'all do?
I'll tell you what I did one time, right? This is super recent. I was downstairs working on some house project. Mm-hmm. And I was like, let me text my wife. So I text her just a bunch of stuff. Hey, what's your favorite color? I just started asking her stuff. What makes you happy? Do you like going on random dates, planned dates? You like flowers? What do you like? What makes you, what turns you on? Type of stuff like that. This is stuff, obviously, we've been together for 7 going on.
And I wake up, keep my relationship.
We just had that conversation like we just met a week ago, So it's just stuff like that. And where you gotta keep it, like you said, like you're single. You're married, but you gotta take them out. My wife just took me to the movies. Movies yesterday.
On here, cover their ears.
Just got up yesterday morning. I keep mine. She's like, when the movies are out? I'm like, I don't know.
You heard Tate? I know. He talking about Johnson. Around, I'm about to tell you how I keep mine spicy.
Wake up with my face in that tattoo. I ain't gotta worry about nobody touching that tattoo.
Nobody, bro. But hey,
I see this new taco move. Let's try this, baby, and work these jewels. We gonna keep it pumping. And you keep it jumping. And at the end, we bumping. Leland, you never want to get complaint because what you won't do, somebody else will. Catch her out the shower, throw her on the bed, and let her know that thing still tastes good. Nah, you want to let her know that? Catch her when she get done with that 2-mile run. Don't catch her out the shower.
We don't want it in 2-mile run. We don't want it. Baby, get in the shower. Baby, get in the shower. Get in the shower. So, Jay, how you keep your situation spicy, my boy? Because you just popped out a new baby, so you doing something spicy over there. You ain't putting no Frank's Red Hot on it, neither. Doing more than Frank's, boy.
Put
You
that
just
shit
see
on
him
everything.
fold her like a taco.
But he own her like a backpack. Come here, girl. that lady can't even go to work, right? Come here, baby. So what you do, Jay?
I speak my wife's love language. I know what she like.
All right. So, speak love language.
Say it, Tay.
Hey, see? Straight out the shower with it, huh? Hey. Definitely not. Hey.
That shit gonna be spicy for real.
Uh-oh. Who we got?
Nah, yo. Mind controls the body. You must treat it like anything and take necessary steps to ensure mutual attraction. Most time, people just give up on each other and take the easy way out. The day you're not fighting for each other is the day you should bounce all the way up out of there. You sticking around for the drama with no real solution. What's that word?
Codependency.
Mm-hmm.
Codependency.
Codependency is the problem. Either stay or let them go. You talk to me about attracting to someone else, you might as well make moves fast.
Damn.
Okay,
Hey,
I
boy,
agree. I agree.
that was a good little. Who is this? You just
came
pop
out the
up,
blue.
Neil,
God.
and
Bye.
then dip back
Bye,
out. Like, how you do that?
crackhead. Oh yeah. If she's healthy, it will, Leland.
That's
I see
after
the
that
findings
2-mile
of the
run.
comment.
That's after that 2-mile run, few. Hey, guess what, y'all?
What's up?
Dang, bruh. Season 1 went by fast, bruh.
So long.
Season 1 went by fast as a fool.
That was
Hey,
a
I
good
appreciate
6
all
weeks.
y'all, boy, man. I appreciate all y'all boys tapping in. It was hard. We had family. We was in and out. We had to shuffle. I ain't gonna lie, I was asleep before y'all came on. I was like,
He was
man,
not. I called this fool.
I
This
was
fool was
asleep.
out of there, Jack.
But I'm telling you, they got the butter from the duck today. I appreciate everybody tapping in. I appreciate all y'all supporting us. Next season, we gonna have a few changes. So everybody, like tonight was, I think this was the first show we had from start to finish, all four of us. First show on it. So look forward to having a
We
little more.
gave y'all what y'all wanted for the end.
It
Yep.
works. It works.
It works. And check it out. We might change the time a little bit so we can always have this. So I just want to make sure we bring the whole bro code to y'all. Season 2, good topics. We're gonna change up the flow a little bit. Format gonna kind of be the same, but y'all can expect us to give y'all the real answers. We don't agree all the time, but we still gonna stay bros. I'm gonna let my guys go ahead and do their thing, and I'm out.
But what y'all should do? Go ahead and we all got Facebook Messenger. Put some suggestions. You know, if y'all got questions, just hit us up on the Messenger. Put the suggestions in the comments. If you got questions, put the questions in not the comments. I'm sorry, in the Messenger. Send us messages so we can get y'all feedback and we can get y'all questions put out there. And it'll give us more to converse about, talk about, speak about, and things like that. Just put your suggestions, your comments, your questions in any one of us, you know. So
Keep us updated on what y'all want to see for season 2. We enjoyed y'all. We enjoyed the feedback.
yes.
Let us know what y'all want to see, what y'all didn't like, what y'all wanted to change. We accepting it all and enjoying Flash TV. We got a lot coming. This is just the beginning. We just getting it right. Bro code. I know y'all I enjoyed it. I enjoyed everything.
I had a good time.
All the conversations.
Yeah,
I can say this. I'm in school right now, right? This was 6 weeks. We did 6 weeks.
Yep.
That helped them 6 weeks of school fly by.
I want to say this too, y'all. It's been real, man. With COVID, we've been in the house a lot, lot. It's definitely been a dope outlet to like reach out, chop it up. You know what I'm saying? Get a break from just life. You know what I'm saying? Just dive in here. So y'all for real brothers. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate the convo. It's building.
It's
you know
love,
what I'm saying?
Man.
Everybody.
I'm shooting shit by my boys. I ain't Christian like
Everybody in the comments.
I ain't in church like Jay yet. I'm still in this. I will shoot. I shoot all y'all about my boys, man. On God.
Well, yeah, for sure. But even in the comments, y'all, I like this spot because everybody keep it real. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I'm one that can deal with real. I don't get offended. You know what I'm saying? So I do pick and choose my topics accordingly. And but definitely, like Willis said, jump in the instant messenger or whatever. Holler at me. Like if it's questions that started here, a lot of stuff I don't get a chance to really dissect into. But if you got if you got questions about the word serious, hit me up. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like it's something you don't understand, hit me up. You know what I'm saying? No argument, like just two adults having a conversation.
Absolutely.
And my handle is pretty much the same on everywhere. J.O. Speaks on IG, on Facebook.
Hey, drop it in the comments, Jay, if you can, bro.
I can't. I'm on my phone.
Hold on. J.O. Speaks.
And I got a website if y'all want to catch my poetry or whatnot.
Rest of the comments.
Yo, put my website up, jospeaks.com.
Gotcha.
Man, you got a website?
Yeah. That's how I do my booking and stuff.
That's why we just became friends on. I done known this guy for 20 years. He just became my friend on Facebook.
Been through the rest of the comments. We got some more comments on this thing.
What we talking about?
I was saying somebody asked them when season 2.
Oh yeah, right here. Season 2. Season 2. Season 1. This is the finale, so we're gonna take a 2-week break. So 2, we're gonna skip 2 Mondays. Bam, we right back on you with the premiere season 2. Make sure y'all tap in, cause we coming clean. We gonna be. Man, I'm telling you. Listen, hey, forever.
Yo, we vibed for 2 hours today, and I think
had good conversation.
Oh yeah, I am. I'm not a pastor. I'm a minister.
What's the difference?
A pastor, you have a congregation.
You got a congregation.
A minister, you just declare the words of God. You just spit the gospel anywhere.
You're a freestyler. Drop the beat. Jesus said, "Do this thing." Hey, nah, man. Hey, I love y'all boys. Hey, I appreciate everybody tapping in with us. It's the bro code. We may not agree, but we always gonna keep it real and stick to the code, and that's the bro code. Salute to all y'all, man.
We out.
Yes, sir.